Oke, cek. Oke, selamat datang di Legend untuk Pokemon. Tadi timnya apa? Ada kendala parah sih. Jadi kayaknya aku harus bikin live stream ulang kayaknya. Aduh, ada aja ya. Akan gua deh. Oke deh. Sekarang nggak ada untuk sementara nggak ada kendala. Main artefak dulu lah biar pemanasan. Ya sambil ditunggu kedatangan penonton. Tadi ada yang nanya ini sih. Kayaknya nggak apa-apa ya. Nggak deh.
Shine down!
Solidify!
Everybody stand back! Attack! That's the way. This one's got your name on
Push
it!
320.000 ya.
Coming at ya! Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stabilize!
Illusion shattered! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Watch out!
Aduh.
Feeling lucky?
Nah, SP. Wih, aneh banget. Aneh banget. Juga berarti.
There is no escape! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Iya.
Fire!
Ayo.
With rocks. Hiya! This one's got your name on it! Haha! Cha! Ha! I'm going in! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Push 200.
Umbrella warfare, I guess! Ha! Ha! Nah!
Ini ke damage nih. Cuma satu ya.
This realm.
Oh, guru tim.
If you ever...
Satu lagi sih bisa. Kulirin dulu deh. Kayaknya harus coba satu-satu sih. Ini pictures. Oke, satu lagi.
Shine down!
Solidify!
Attack! That's the way. Teamwork is dreamwork. Umbrella warfare, I
Oh.
guess. Haha. Feeling lucky?
290.000.
Hiya! Watch out!
Careless. Stabilize.
There is no escape. This one's got your name on it.
Ah! Boleh. Tes ya. Ini recharge. Buat apa? Iya, apa fungsi lock artifact lumayan ini ya, guna ya. Buat apa? Jump scare karir ya. Wait, tes ya. Ada beneran. Ih, itu lagi. Apa tuh? Baca, terus tambah ini 1.
Shine down.
I will have order.
Everybody stand back. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
315.000.
Feeling lucky?
Solidify.
Feeling lucky? This one's got your name on it.
Gak crit semua. Mantap kalau ngelain energi recharge 24%. Bisa sih.
Illusion shattered.
Attack! I'm going in. Feeling lucky?
Woods.
Attack! Ah! This one's got your name on it. Hiya!
Stabilize.
Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up. Huh? Huh? Hey there!
The percent.
There is no escape.
Attack!
Cek.
Going in! Let's light it up! Coming at ya!
95.000. 17.000.
Gather.
Feeling lucky?
Now you shall perish. Ha! Ha!
Itu lagi. Oke, trade sama EF. Ih, ya lah, masih bagus. Apa apa gimana? Buat siapa namanya? Ini. Enggak apa attack persen atau oke sekarang request Neuvillette deh. Oke. Miri open. Ke masa lampau.
Paimon has so many questions about his true identity. Let's go talk to him and find out.
Let's go talk to him and find out. Tim yang kemarin aja kayak ya deh. Eh, oh, perubahan. Eh, sir, tunggu kembali kita.
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neuvillette! Sidine! Hey there! What are you
Sidine.
talking about?
Ugh, Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective? Hmm?
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans. Oh, apologies. I took your question in earnest, but it occurs to me that it was most likely in jest.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
Kiara, siapa yang di sini yang namanya Kiara?
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired.
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, well, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding.
Then I shall return to my post for now. Should anyone visit while you are away, I will be sure to make a record of it. I sincerely hope that you will return soon.
Dadah.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Boleh jelaskan?
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them.
Mati ya, Ke?
The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines. All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me.
Oh.
I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Marechaussee Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Kasusnya soalnya terkait sama dia kan. Jadi dia kayak mau nggak mau setuju gitu.
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
Ya sama kayak kita tuh.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your
Ayo.
investigation?
Trevor siap membantu.
Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely...
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better
Kiara.
understanding.
Let's go.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine.
Dia kan merasa kan.
Is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kind of skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
Mungkin emang lagi apa? Sakau kayaknya. Sakau. Luka masa lampau.
Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon,
Dasar.
dragon out of water
Bedanya apa?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private
Gue
occasions.
belum.
Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Thank you for stimulus purchase. Tuh.
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara,
Halo.
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aww, she's adorable.
Dia sadar lah gila. Emang dari bentuknya aja bikin Paimon udah tersaji.
Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter. Oh, right. I remember now.
Dia kayak nggak merasa kayak
The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
ya
But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
oh
Did you think of something?
tidak.
Nope.
Ya.
I'm not meeting anyone like that.
Kaget karir. Ya.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it said.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Dia nada bicaranya dia tuh nggak kayak merasa diancam loh.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Get lost. Ngerikan.
A simple threat.
Ayo.
Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Ada foto-foto.
We can't rule out that since you can't think of anyone suspicious. I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Oke.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it.
Ih,
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Kak Paimon, astaga.
Don't worry, your big sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around.
Ih,
So, Kiara, how old are you?
umur berapa?
Let me think. 1,
1, 2, 10.
10? I can't remember.
Oh. Yuk, jalan.
But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
Karo mati juga.
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me. You're a big sis.
Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Elopen. Cepret. Hai, Awa.
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two?
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
Isi rahasia.
Did you run into any trouble?
It's not really trouble anymore with us around.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
That was quick. What were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't.
Coba lu lihat yang biasa bisa lihat yang siapapun yang bisa foto. Jadi ya apa namanya, kacamata apa X-ray gitu loh. Kayak di film apa kartun-kartun gitu.
Things like blood stains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up,
Wih,
Melazines can see the residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
termasuk jenis kekuatan super gak sih?
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children.
Wah, anak kecil.
I wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at?
Mana coy?
Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Ayo.
I think light and frilly clothes look best on you. You definitely look cute wearing them.
I love them too! Especially the soft and fluffy kind.
Sebagai seorang detektif yang baik dan benar, kita juga wajib menyelinap. Mana ya? Iya, itu benar sih. Ya elah. Kamu.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Udah tahu pasti dia yang. Woi.
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Aduh.
Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter?
What threat letter?
Jadi kamu ngapain?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter.
Elah.
I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
Tapi dengan cara detektif gitu ya. Doi.
Interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interact with the courts in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think?
Iya.
Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Ini dirahasiain aja.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if
Yeah.
you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like
Iya,
this don't
tar.
come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I
Ada.
swear I won't tell.
All right then.
What?
Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine. Not so loud. It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her.
Nih, dari tuturannya Charlotte tuh jadi ada yang bisa kita hipotesiskan gitu. Jadi pelakunya yang mau ngancam si Melusi yang namanya Kiara itu kemungkinan punya ciri-ciri pendendam gitu. Kenapa? Ya gitulah. Baca kamu seperti apa? Oh. Iya, dendam karena
Find something, and don't worry. I know what I'm doing. This secret's
Do
safe
it.
with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually. Why? People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines. Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, alright?
ya detektif Charlotte gak ini
Well,
lagi
that
lah.
was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Tiba-tiba Kiara hilang. Gak sih? Aduh, ada si Ibunda Klorin.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
Ada Ibunda Klorin ternyata.
I think it's great.
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Cloran, what are you
Ya,
It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Marmonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases.
iya dia yang mau kok masalahnya.
I happened to have some time at the moment and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom made at this boutique, in any case, so we
Boutique?
always have a lot to talk about.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvillette.
Hey, ada Klorin.
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Oh, then shall we go out to play? Beach vacation, like last time. I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
Jadi diem aja. Belum coy. Star Shining in depth.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
Look alive! Hold the line!
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Clara. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
Klorin.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans, On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents?
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official
Wee.
documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
Well, you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
Oke, kita kembali kepada literasi Briotes Lay. Hey. Oh dulu, oh iya gue jadi lupa dulu si Leslie pernah di apa? Pernah kena hukuman ternyata. Dia untuk waktu yang lama. Satu. Ih banyak nih. Ini apa? Suap. Gratifikasi ya. Jadi skandal suap besar. Merasakan jadi tahan. Nah, gitu doang. Nggak seru. Ya itu baca apa ya? Bos, alas, kalah dan mati. Belaan ditutup. Udah kan dia. Oh. Kedua lagi ya. Ya.
Have you made any progress?
We skimmed through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful.
Iya.
Oh, there are so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
Pastinya ribuan apa puluh ribu ya sih?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself.
Iya.
If memory serves me right, there should be at least
Oh, salah ya.
100,000
100,000.
cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
Astaga.
All right, let us take a break then.
Oke. Hmm. Hmm. Hey, apa namanya?
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something?
Oi Paimon, samping kamu tuh traveler.
All the silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Paimon, samping kamu tuh
Please
traveler.
pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memmonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do.
Iya.
Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks!
Emang ya.
Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy
Ah.
wines.
Fenty meringis gitu ya.
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Tilu.
Wis. Diluk akhirnya honorable mention. Gak sanggup.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
Ya.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Ya.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more
Hehehe.
sophisticated.
Tidak apa? Seorang petinggi itu tidak selalu mencerminkan kalau dia itu orang kaya.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Iya. Kalau punya Neuvillette tuh dan sering-sering main-main ke karakter biodata tuh dia pernah bilang airnya berbagai macam rasa.
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tibet,
Iya.
including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chingtse village, and Inazuma's Konda village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods. The waters of Cider Lake warm the heart.
Ya.
The waters of Chingtse village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda village placid.
Wah, emang beda dari yang beda. Tapi emang Neuvillette bukan manusia kan. Dia emang cuma naga kan. Bisa dia hidup jadi manusia.
Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Ya. Ya. Oh.
What do you think?
Air biasa.
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all.
Ya kurang ya.
It's just
Kurang
normal
peka.
water.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your...
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference.
Ya.
How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
Ya, iyalah. Obvious banget.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why
Yeah.
don't you become Chief Justice in human society? Sorry, Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Oh.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, for example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection to me, but I was unaware of what that connection was exactly. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique
personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean.
Ya apa? Baru dengan manusia gitu ya. Ini yang gue barusan ini juga air loh. Air dari Jawa, aduh gue rasa gimana tuh.
My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat.
Hey.
Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our
Wih,
investigation.
finally chit-chatnya habis.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine.
Malam. Kayaknya bisa dibaca buku orang kaya, tapi kan kita udah baca. Oh, foto dulu deh. Foto-foto dulu apa? Chief Fountain of Justice Sangonomiya Kokomi. Jadinya ini tuh. Gue buang dulu ya. Behold, Chief of Justice Iudek Sangonomiya Kokomi. Wah. Dah. Udah datang ke sini. Kita kemana? Oh iya.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Willow.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Oh, bisa interaksi, jangan lupa.
Are they headed towards the Fountain of Lucine? I wonder what's going on.
Padahal malam loh. Aduh, gue lupa.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone
Nah,
around.
tapi ada 2 orang tadi belakangnya. Tuh bilang gak ada orang.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, was from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you?
Kamehameha dia nih. Wah.
Oh, it's glowing!
Wah. Bisanya hitam. Divide. Angker. Ayo. Udah. Wow, di sebuah tempat di fonten. Dari ke masa lalu.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Karol. Ini yang sering disebutin.
The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
Beda sama apa Aranara ya, yang kalau itu tuh kayak tanda kutip sembunyi gitu kan. Kalau Melusine kayak butuh pengakuan gak sih? Ini bapaknya.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head. And I tried really hard not to cry.
Definisi dibully kah?
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully
Diskriminasi
coexist.
namanya.
It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome.
Jangan tidak pernah kasih dewa tidak pernah dengan tangan.
Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat.
Yang bisa tuh ingat Wall of Samir di Sumeru kah? Gue ingat ada dia sih.
There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Dia penguasa fonten. Dia berpikir dan masih merasa bahwa dia tuh orang asing.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then.
Let's do our best then.
I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the
Vautrin.
Special Security and Surveillance.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
Oh, Pak, dia jaga dia ininya. Imposternya.
Stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Ini kah orangnya? Oh, Badiriko.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh, udah.
Hello. I'm Carol. A Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Oh, diskriminasi ya.
Hard to say. Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Iya, diskriminasi
Why
kan.
should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all.
Bayu.
No one would know.
Iya.
So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
I...
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Oke.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
Ayo.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Maria.
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you.
Itu akibat kalau orang tuh percaya sama yang enggak yang tahayu dan segala macam.
There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in
Hanya.
Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Dorong dia untuk mati.
Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try
Yang-
making my best effort.
Tapi yang sedihnya adalah dia diceritain mati, Cok.
I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier.
Kalau di dunia nyata tuh merepresentasikan orang yang dibully dan depresi.
Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away.
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Dunia dongeng itu. Ya, kalau in this case Genshin tuh referensi itu pasti nggak pasti ya. Referensi itu pasti dunia nyata sih. Ada waypoint. Ini dia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh,
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years.
5 tahun.
You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
Oh, oke. Jadi dulu tuh tidak seperti sekarang, Melusin sama manusia tuh dulu tidak saling percaya. Ternyata.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours
Yeah.
comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the
Wow.
hard work you put in.
Neuvillette dulu dingin juga ya.
Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Nah, Teva jalan sendiri, Tata.
Medal of...
We should do this. We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere, unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
Apa nih?
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Apa nih, cuy? Siapa yang mau di... aliran kenangan? Oh, kayak terakhir.
Turn the murderer in!
Hiper.
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette too!
Push. Kasar ya.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Oh. Masa penjajahan dan diskriminasi yang mengerikan. Oke. Outrin.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power.
Makar ya, makar namanya. Makar kepada
The guards were
Neuvillette.
stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carol chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carol might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal.
Terlalu baik tuh emang nggak baik sih sebenarnya. Oke, kita tuh kayak berusaha tuh berbuat baik. Tapi kalau sesuatu yang terlalu baik itu juga nggak bagus sebenarnya. Karena bisa dimanfaatkan orang. Jadi kayak ya kita bisa dimanfaatkan orang. Ya orang tuh bisa semaunya sama kita, semua apa recehkan atau kayak merendahkan gitu loh. Ya jadi kita kayak harus tahu batasan diri kita tuh kayak gimana gitu.
From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers.
Dia juga Fortune 2 kali ditinggal mati ya.
I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
Ini menjadikan seorang Fortune tuh berubah menjadi tanda kutip impostor.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you.
Dia mau jadi apa namanya? Assassin ya? Hey.
I will take responsibility for everything.
Masih. Wah, masuk ke Gue enggak.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... We should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out?
Why?
Oh, perbedaan pendapat nih.
Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Wih,
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right.
oh,
This whole
berontakan.
thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette,
Mr. Vautrin is innocent. He's innocent.
Order!
Order.
I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law.
Iyalah.
Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
Iya. Ini kalau di hukum manapun tuh kayak lu dendam. Apa aja jatuhnya kan penghilangan nyawa ya, dua orang ya. Bukan pembelaan diri.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. Police mécanique d'analyse cardinal. Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Cis PKT Dennis kan dia masih denger ya. Traveler.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Dia patuh sama SOP-nya soalnya. Loh, kita kenapa di sini? Woi, jangan bengong.
What's wrong? Are you not...
Ya Allah. Kayak checkpoint lah ya. Parah coy. Oke, iya checkpoint kan sini. Cek 1 2. Tapi error sini, coy. Aduh, parah.
feeling well?
Oke, sampai break bentar ya. Let's go. Akhirnya aku mau. Momen tahu sih. Ya, balik lagi coy. Nggak apa-apa dah. Ya Allah, udah jelas banget. Parah banget.
Hey, stop spacing out!
Ini bentar. Ya lah.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me.
Iyalah.
I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil up due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well.
Jadi tahu jawaban-jawaban.
Wow, the Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought.
Kalau kita lanjut aja.
Anyways, the last time we came here, the traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience. Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what... Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation! Paimon wants to help too!
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it It seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Ay! Finally, Tavia udah muncul di Purina, abis itu muncul di Neuvillette deh akhirnya.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case.
Iya.
So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where did you hear about all this?
Ooh.
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across
Ember
the
bocor. Ember bocor. Okay, finally, it's okay.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Ya, mati lagi gue. Gaje. Cok ah. Serius dong. Jelek yang gak dikasih internet cepat sih. Elah. Fuck off.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like I tried my best due to my negligence.
Wow. Anyways,
It is as you said, it is not only the
Kemarin
Did I
loh.
ever do anything like this. Which ones? It's fine. It was a coincidence. You should now understand.
don't leave Paimon out of the conversation.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I did not send. I don't know. However,
Oh, didn't we read about?
you've read about it. In that case,
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again.
I've heard some rumors are abroad, so I told the Spina di Rosula to
Thank you. Where did you hear about?
the Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts,
Sedih banget.
there will be countless eyes watching you.
Katanya sejelek ini coy. Lagi apes.
You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Charlotte.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long. But the rumors
Hey.
still spread faster than
Selamat
I
datang
imagined.
kembali. Halo.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details, and identify the senders of that threatening.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress.
Anak-anak.
Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Caca.
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight.
Liburan gitu. Ya sebenarnya ada rencana sih. Bahkan belum tahu. Atau apa namanya? Nyangkut keseharian. Aku kan takut yang bolong.
What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again.
Oh
Let us
iya.
head back to the palais.
Oh kalau hari ini emang gak ada rencana banget sih. Udahlah. Di rumah aja produktif. Yuk pasang mata.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night?
Naik pamor ya
Did
soalnya.
something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even
Kalau
the Chief
apa?
Justice is investigating in person.
Kalau kamu sendiri gimana emang?
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch.
Suasananya ada berubah ya. Melusin sekarang tuh kayak udah merdeka.
Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Apa yang malu-malu? Malu-malu apaan? Alah. Nanti juga ada ini. Tadi aku juga ada nggak kamu juga sih. Ada apa? Saudara lo. Malu-malu.
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
Khusus banget.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me
Guna.
instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking
Ayo.
at us.
Ayo.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Nanti tahun baru, kalau misalnya aku nggak kemana-mana. Ya, Neuvillette. Bener. Notif ya. udah ini ya, udah main ya. Ya dah. Interaksi dulu. Bruno, ada Bruno sini.
All this reminds me of a rumor I've heard.
What rumor?
I've heard that the emblem on our hats didn't always look like this.
Kedengar topik kita tidak begini. Gue melusin.
Weren't a part of the design.
Oh.
This emblem only included the scales symbolizing the law.
Kayak ada tamu ya. Aku ini bentar ya. Break bentar ya. Paling 5-10 menit deh. Aduh. Ya. Oke, I'm back. Teng 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 teng. Boleh. Oke, cek satu lagi aku kembali. Oke, kita lanjut ya.
The emblem was redesigned later on to commemorate Amelazine's sacrifice.
Oh, asalnya dari pengorbanannya si Carol.
That must have been a long time ago.
Oke. Ih, udah semua. Kita hari ini lagi agak lambat ya. Oh, Blatine.
I must keep the Melazine safe.
I just can't sit back and watch.
Lu nggak bisa interaksi ini.
No one can stay hidden on my watch.
Cocok aja. Udah. Jadi itu aja ya berarti ya. Kita kemana? Sembilan MS, aduh. Yuk bisa 1000 MS. Nambah satu aja susah ya. Gimana ceritanya tuh? Cari dokumen mencurigakan. No basa-basi. Kasus penyelundupan.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchal Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following
Domenico,
trial.
Inica, Yuna. Lainnya, aduh ya. Gak semuanya disebutin
Those
data.
with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise.
Ayo.
It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us.
Dia kah?
He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Wih,
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
seperti yang suruh ini loh. Kita pakai si siapa namanya? Candice. Terus nanti pas sudah ketemu apa? Ketemu pelakunya nanti kita bilang kamu tertangkap basah. Tapi kita suruh ketemu Navi ya. Karena kebasah. Kaca belum pasang lagi ya. Wih, ini kafe nih. Oh, ini yang rame-rame nih ya. Coba hafalkan Faustia Tetraux. Waduh, ke-trigger. Ayo kita duduk. Ya. JJ, kita mata-mata ya. Ini mencolok loh sebenarnya loh. Jadi kok ini apalagi dia ya? Orang apa nggak notice apa? Mata apa? Udah ini si Navia mencolok kan. Pakaiannya aja gitu. Dia lagi si paling tersohor. Yes. Monggo.
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
Orangnya banyak banget. Oh, dia langsung interaksi ya.
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Zandra, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Mereka ngundang, bukan mata-matain.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off.
Lesu.
But, oh well, let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essan?
Hey, mau basa-basi.
Yes, that's me.
Halo.
You're Essa?
Yes, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Oh iya, nggak no basa-basi nih, beneran.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Oke, nah di set lagi absen, selamat datang, Bang Piras Wohman.
Orders from whom?
Domenico, he was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico, where is he now?
Di penjara ya?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
Di dalam penjara aja Kejahatan tetap jalan loh. Cuma di Tevat nih. Gak di Tevat doang sih.
You've done more than enough. I'm extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first.
Domenico mah tempat ngopi.
If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
Oh iya.
Alright then, let's head to the fortress right now!
Udah cukup Candice-nya.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Empat orang di sini semua. Ini kayak mau apa? Nongkrong.
Please escort the remaining guests back to the Fleuve Cendre. I appreciate
Fleuve
it.
Cendre.
Yes, boss.
The Trust and Faustir. Coba cek. Oh, ini Faustir ini sama Tetrox ini yang bartender ternyata anak buahnya ini. Kita berbicara tentang impostor. Spot yang enak di mana ya sini? Ada gitu aja lah. Ada escort, oke ini. Oh jadi pelakunya tuh 3 orang.
That was a close call.
That was a close call.
Are we really in the clear though?
Nggak ngomong kah? Same. Enggak ini. Tetrox.
Please escort the remaining guests back to the Fleuve Cendre. I appreciate your help.
Yes, boss.
Oh ini nyambung yang sama Napi ya Tata. Udah semua berarti ya. Yes bos, mantap bos. Kita suruh ke bawah. Sudut pandang baru. Kamu ngetahui nama pelaku. Domenico. Kita dari mana enak ya? Ih, Genshin kenapa sih nih Genshin? Nge-lag banget. Nge-lag aja apa? Nge-lag apa? Oh. Ih, world quest. Ya sini aja kok gitu. Sekalian. Ceng. Ya, kita ketemu si Duke.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, to your esteemed guests.
Menyambut tamu pakai template dulu ya. Meskipun tamunya tuh kita. We're back.
And a greeting from none other than the Duke himself! Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
Ya. Padahal dia paling suka basa-basi loh.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Makar.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
Sebenarnya Domenico tidak terlihat seperti orang yang bisa melakukan hal itu.
He's got the same concerns we do.
I'm concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered. That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Did I hear someone say Melazine?
Why? Sijuin.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here.
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
Ini sebenarnya nggak kayak Melusi, nanti kayak bener-bener bocil. Melusinya tuh berkulit manusia aja.
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal? Writhsley.
Go.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct? Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns.
Permintaan pribadi.
Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that.
Kayak basa-basi nih akhirnya dia.
But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you.
Ada.
Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Sudah sudut pandang baru.
To the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Ini timnya siapa ya? Ishinobu.
Let's move out.
Did Neuvillette just walk by?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
I must have been mistaken.
Mau dikira ada orang yang cuma cosplay jadi Neuvillette doang gitu ya. Sadani orang jaringan gotong royong.
I'm Oriole, a member of the Mutual Aid Network. Is there something you need?
Let's move out.
Coba kita suruh istirahat tapi ya. Sambil nunggu tahanan. Oops.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
Lucu ini si Juin.
Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even more. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
Typical Sijun.
concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on
Oh.
their chests looked quite familiar.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize
Aku
they
nggak
were
matiin
wearing
sih.
them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Oke. Duduk.
I place great trust in Wriothesley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meripede. However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
Foto dulu dah. Banyak banget yang bisa difoto deh. Berpikir. Dulu kayak bapak sama anak dah. Beneran dah. Dah. Oke, udah cukup. Makasih Neuvillette atas fotonya.
Let's move out.
Jadi yang mana yang dimaksud? Oh, yang Gurtis tadi. Mana rencana, Cok? Oh iya, yang hijau-hijau itu ya.
You two look kind of familiar. It's the symbol of the mutual aid network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace.
Oh.
I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Medal of Peace.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
Anything you need? Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
Mutual Aid.
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Besok lagi. Mineral.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Yes. Dikasih brosur beneran. Saling membantu dan kesulitan berusaha sekuat mungkin. Oh ini dia minta ini. Nih.
slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
Oke. Guys. Halo. Aduh. Dia orang anu bang. Udah dipakai. Yalah. Aduh, pelet banget. Ya kan. Ya kan. Belum ada satupun yang ngambil. Yus, tunda dulu ya questnya. Asik. Kita sambil nunggu playernya mau di apa? Mau di boba lagi apa namanya? Boba sih. Ini Atria Navia should do something else.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Ini bisa dihapus bos sebenarnya. Kayaknya masih ada satu pengguna lagi kan, si siapa namanya? Kret damage sih rebot. Yang gue butuh tuh emang energi recharge. Udah banyak main artefak dulu sih, kumpulin. Top seminggu ini dah. Neneng. Oh, 2 set ini sama 2 set ini ya. 2 set 18% attack. Jadi gue masih belum ada cukup. Udah cukup sih. Nggak kayak gue udah nggak perlu sikatnya lagi. Dia ada healing bonus. Anggur yang isinya energi recharge.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Tapi gue heran sendiri, kenapa gue nyimpen healing bonus crit ya? Kayak sayang banget dibuang. HP ini masuk sebenarnya, ini samain paling. Kita coba deh. Enggak apa gede sebenarnya. Yeay. Yeay. Oke, mantap Juren. Dadah. Asen dia. Oke, kita lanjut.
Interested in joining them if you'd like to learn more? Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up.
Oh, gue jadi
Gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
gue jadi tahu kalau kita nerima orang pas lagi quest itu segmennya story segmennya dari quest itu ngulang data. Jadi kita Neuvillette dan diketahui duduk. Kita ramekan unik.
Right here. Emerge.
Wajur.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace.
Medal of Peace.
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh, so the network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office.
Finally.
He's found Domenico.
Minumnya gimana sih?
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Oke, gak ada siapa-siapa sih ini sih. Oh, ini mah loncat aja mah.
Let's move out.
Let's move out. Shot.
Let's move out. Let's move out.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico.
Fine, gentleman.
Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette?
Yeah.
What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Essin has already confessed, So there really isn't any need to keep...
Hey.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
Wow, lagunya pas banget. Neuvillette.
What?
What?
You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done.
Kan dia nanya.
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
Hello.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
Kita orang waras dan
I
berlogika.
only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return.
Oh, jadi atasannya lagi ada atasannya lagi ya gitu ya.
After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melazines? Over that?
Kasar aja ya. Useless.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things.
Kamu kalau mau makan, tapi dia buat ada yang kecil ya. Ya suka Neuvillette sih.
I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force her to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sijween, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
Hey.
So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction
Yeah.
who capitalize on the
Kekuatan
delicate
misterius.
situation with the Melazines.
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
Iyalah. Aku berubah.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Iyalah.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through
Ini
my
masih panjang
judgments.
banget kayak.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wish to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point.
Fair
Thank
point.
you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled,
Udah kah?
I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Minum teh dulu lah.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me. The less time I spend here, the better. I press
Teh bawahnya aja minum teh.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
Mau apa kamu? Oh, babuk-babuk ya kayak.
Hey now, don't let your imagination Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk.
Aduh, ya gue udah pikir enggak ya. Ini lucu banget.
I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
Oh, pakai verbal aja.
I see no issues with that.
Ya kan, tersuka lu dah itu.
That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network.
Mutual aid network.
Yep.
Gotong royong ya.
Their badges look familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression.
Waduh. Kenapa tuh?
In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What? During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
Semakin dia terlihat dendam, semakin penonton menyaksikan sidang. Percaya kalau kamu sudah menegakkan
And to
keadilan.
those witnesses sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is.
Thank you.
Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Yes, sir.
Please, take care.
Keluar. Loh. Coba kita kembali ke sini. What happened? Oh, nangis dia ya kayaknya. Hujan.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret.
Oh.
But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is...
Oh, ngomong dia. What I really think of it, wey.
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
Dia ngomong. Raja Naga itu dia terus merasa sebagai orang asing.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Oh no, melek. Oh, lagi nangis dia, coy.
Enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
Aduh.
What is this rain?
Aduh, gak jelas banget. Bro, goblok.
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said.
Bisa ya. Bahwa kali ini disconnect di tengah-tengah cutscene. Hebat, hebat.
One of your trials makes an impact. Hey, any
What I really think is, every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's...
Oops. Pencet.
That is as I said, I find it difficult to express
Ah,
my
iya.
emotions because I...
Tapi wifi tetangga aja gitu juga. Nggak pernah, gua nggak pernah tahu juga sih.
But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred.
Malah kayaknya ini yang ya tetangganya yang copet kita ya.
These
Apa
changes
tahu?
were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result. I will try to
lanjutin.
contemplate this further.
Oke, bawa. Bisa. Ah, let's go.
It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Oke, wih. Itu normal tadi ya. Sudah ketinggalan lagi. Kayak ngadet-ngadet lagi. Wah.
It's raining again?
Yeah.
I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Push.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Ya. Tuh, jangan nangis.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Maripede. It's a good place for me.
Oh. Tapi pas masih sad girl.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
Alecino.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over!
Wih.
The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Yang mati yang kecil. Udah, nangisnya selesai dia. Apa sih? Finally. Tuh. Wis, disambut bertiga.
Is the matter resolved?
Is the matter resolved, finally?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize. Yeah, you didn't drag us in.
Terus ada
We got
dia.
involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Marmonia. More than 50 people all to protect her. Some
Wah,
people hid in the bushes to look out for danger.
Cuy. Gila banyak banget ya. Jadi dari satu orang si Corin yang jaga di 50. Gimana nggak penuh itu?
I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled.
Yang diam-diamin.
To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an
Please,
exclusive?
gue dah. Please, aku sudah jauh-jauh ketemu Neuvillette. Tolonglah, gitu ya.
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Nah, dia ragu dia.
Really?
Dia pertimbangan tuh. Ya masih mau pertimbangkan kan.
My schedule is full for the following weeks, but
Yeah.
I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Wih, disuruh nunggu sebulan lagi loh, tapi dia senangnya minta ampun. Iya, dia senang banget gitu. Lihat. Lucu banget.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
Please, alhamdulillah gitu ya.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation
let's go.
results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Oke. Selesai. Yang kurang apa ya? 3 ini cuy. Ini langka.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him?
Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
Foto kah? Tapi siapa ya? Nggak ada yang bisa gue tambahin sih. Bagi dia aja.
The pleasure is all mine.
Hampir full squad nggak sih? Jadi story quest event banyak banget yang bisa gue ambil foto cuy. Kayak 4. Dikisahkan seorang 4 orang sahabat sedang bersama-sama Neuvillette bisa berkacak pinggang gak sih emang? Bisa dia cok. Guys gitu aja. Foto. Ya wis. Ya gitu aja loh. Nge-lag lagi. Gitu.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Yo, so ngapain kita? Hai Kiara. Sebel. Lesbian.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Lama. Parah banget sih.
Right now. Emerge.
Look alive!
Lama. Gimana kayak?
Right here. Emerge. Let's get it on.
Ya. Weh, turu.
Kiara?
Mimir dia.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Capek ya?
Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now.
Oh, kenapa harus Carol?
Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time.
Carol.
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true." I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis Paimon, mantap.
See you next time.
Udah selesai kah? Ah, udah selesai. Ya. Cuma 2 jam, nggak se. Di sini masih ada Neuvillette lagi, kita ajak ngobrol.
I once thought that time was of no consequence to me.
Waktu tidak, aku merasa bahwa waktu tidak ada arti.
Distance yourself from others and stay focused on your work. A few years or a few hundred, it's all the same. But after all this, I've realized that perhaps this way of thinking is fundamentally flawed.
Nice banget.
The passing of time has its own consequences. The answer that I've been searching for amongst all those lives, perhaps it's life itself.
Sekali lagi. Coffee shop terlalu dekat sih. Oh. Oke, dia jam 4. Dan nggak ada apa-apa lagi sih. Oke. Penutupan, oke. Terima kasih yang sudah datang di stream Pokemon hari ini. Dan yang sudah meramaikan. Oke. Kalau suka dengan konten jangan lupa subscribe. Buat stream kedepannya apa lagi ya? Nanti rencananya apa? Aku mau stream apa? Letter Company ya. Nanti ada collab sama tanggal 1 itu aku rencana mau apa namanya? A Space for the Unborn. Live. Ya, itu aja, oke. Lagi makasih yang udah mampir. Oke, selamat sore, sampai jumpa di stream selanjutnya.